share some sound. So you'll need a mat, you'll need some weights, you'll need a stick for posture. So if you need to grab a bit, so you get some water there as well. So just getting a nice relaxed vibe for this morning. My yoga album, some ambient co-op. Okay, if needed. So allow our head just to drop at the chin to our chest and then release, open up, and then drop the chin down and a gentle press, 2, 3, and then release. Do that again for me. Tucking the chin in and pressing down, 2, 3. And then if you can drop your head to one side as if your ear has got heavy. You give into gravity and then do the same over the other side. So really let your head go heavy. Breathe in, lengthen up through the crown of the head. Breathe out as you lean the head. And I just want you to rock your body weight as you do that onto your heels and then forward onto your toes. Let's drop the head the other side. And again, rock the body weight from your heels to your toes and then just finding that middle ground. You roll your shoulders, getting your body weight placed between the front and the back of your feet. And adding a little rise up onto your tiptoes, squeeze your shoulders and then come down. So up to your ears, squeeze and then press down. And if you can take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just do that one more time. And then bring your hands here. We're going to bring one up as the other down. And then let's do that again. The other one. And can you reverse? Coordinate. And if we can do that. And taking the arm high, give one hand palm up and the other hand palm down. But get your hands out to your wrist. Going to do something like maneuver with the hands. One palm up, the other one rolls down. We're going to open the shoulder, the palm facing down, and twist your head until you feel a bit of pull on the neck on the other side. Take it right, reaching into your fingertips. Again, turn the head until you feel a bit of a pull around his neck on the other side. Then again, breathe. Okay. Adding in a tiptoe slides and turn the head. Your head down, up, down. Last one each. Okay. Final one. And then from here, you can stand on one and just circling around with your foot. And then reversing back in the opposite direction. And then can we do the sign of infinity with the foot? Let's release. Do that on the other side. Circling. Lengthening up the crown of your head. Reversing. Putting out your toes as you do it. Oiling the joints of the feet. And again, our sign of infinity. And release. Okay, let's go a bit wider with our feet. Softening the knees. Leaning and reaching through the fingers. Can you get that arm back by your ears? And then switch to lean, reach through your fingers. Breathe in. And breathe out. Adding in a little bit of turn out through the toes. So we're going to plie down, up, then lean. Plie down, up, and then lean. Pressing the knees back as you plie. Reaching in the side body, opening up the hips. You can go a little bit further on the reach now and a bit deeper into the plie. Stay with the plie, go wide with the arm. Right arm over the top of the head. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and English pieces. 3, 2, 1, release. One. Okay, and if you can bring your body weight over to one leg, to point your toes, kick forwards, kick back, kick side. As you do the kick with the leg, body still. Forwards, side, back. A bit more height. Onto the bottom on the knees, testing our balance. Let's get going inside. Pointy toes, you do it. Can we get a bit more height? That's round. So, moving the edge of our mat. I'd like you to take a little roll down as if you're rolling your spine up a wall. So heel up down, hang loose with the head, flatten through the hands, move out to our cat stretch, rounding like a cat, arching the up. And you can find your downward dog, meet me here. So lifting the tailbone, pressing down through the heels. The moment to let the belly hang loose. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth. Nose, holding, and let's do that again. We're going to tiptoe balance. Hands together up here, palms are touched together. As you hold it there, turn your eye gaze up, the ceiling, your balance, and then folding down and through. Moving your toes, shifting your body weight back to your heels. Walking the hand, and moving into our cat stretch. Rounding the back to mobilize the joints, arch and look up. And finding the downward dog. Lifting the tailbone, softening the shoulders. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Pressing down through the heels as you walk your hands in. So your body weight shifts back to your heels as you unfold. And let's go back up to standing, elongating the spine. Arms at the top. Eye gaze up, test your balance, and you steady your ankles there. Opening out, tucking the head in towards your knees as you fold forwards, walking through with the hands, and finding the cat stretch, rounding the back. In as you look up, breathing out As you shift back into your downward dog, deep breath as you hold. Soften your shoulders, let go of your head and neck. Just going to do that one more time. Uncurling, tiptoe balance. Being at the top, arms back by the ears, eye gaze up, steadying the ankle, hold it down through. The weight shifting to the heels as you tuck your head towards your knees. Rounding to the back. And down dog. Just going to wriggle the feet a little bit further back on this last downward dog. Pressing down, lift the tail. Breathe. Okay, we are going to take a walk with our feet towards our hands, down a seated position. So if you can sit your bottom onto your mat, we're going to crisscross through our legs like this, or you can have your feet open. We're going to start here, spreading out like this, the fingers forwards. Notice, where do you feel a bit of pull as you wriggle your fingers forwards, chin to chest. Breathe. And sliding the hands back in. Up, back. Opening out quite wide with the hands. Wriggling the fingers forwards. Breathe in as we move in. Breathe out as we come forwards. So chin in, wriggling the fingers. Breathe. Go further with each one. Flip the legs over. A visualization. So imagine as you draw your hands in that you're gathering and attracting positive energy. Breathing out any sort of tensions and worries, and drawing positive, healthy. Eyes coming with colours or twinkly sparkles, however you picture it in your mind, whatever. A bit of magic dust. Down, back, take the arms wide, bring the knees up, over towards one arm. And we're going to tuck, tap, tuck, and to the other arm. So we tuck in the middle, tap down in the middle, re-tuck, and then over to the parts. A little bit of momentum on these today to get your lower back moving and the muscles which help to rotate your spine. Sometimes we're getting stuck in movement patterns where we're not using certain types of movements like rotation or lateral movements, and that's often where our joints get stiff because we're built to move multi-directionally. And we do that a couple more times. Just really tuck your knees up to your chest. It helps to warm up those deeper lower abdominal muscles. So last one. Okay, good job. So then we place our fingertips into the curve of the lower back, pressing the shoulders down. If we can pull your belly muscle in so you've got a bit of pressure on your hand as you tap down. Pilates single leg stretch. Level 2, we'll bring the knees up like this to 90 degrees. Level 3, we'll do it here with straight legs. So the foot sits directly above the hip. We're going to flex our foot and then point our toes, keeping good pressure on the hands. Breathe. And then can we do that 4 more times? Last couple. And then from here, knees, right knee tucked in. We're going to bring our body thicker in the up stretch. So we're going to press the knee towards the floor with a hand and trail the other arm behind us. The hand just slightly above your shoulder. Pressing your shoulder down and your knee at the same time. Breathing in. Breathing out and applying pressure down with the shoulder and down with the knee at the same time. That's how that helps to initiate the stretch. Do that one more time. Breathing in, breathing out, pressing down. Okay, let's give that a quick side. So swap the knee over, foot towards the floor, press your knee down. Press your shoulder down. Deep breath. Eye gaze looking towards your backhand. Press down. Breathe in through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, press down through the shoulder, the knee towards the floor. Do that one more time. Alrighty, I'm ready. The center. We're going to plant our feet into shoulder bridge position as we curl the tailbone under. We just squeeze your knees slightly and then imprint through your middle back and your lower back. Lightly park a cushion of flow between your feet, yeah? And we just squeeze that as you lift. Squeeze through the adductors, the inner thigh muscles, helps us to indirectly work the pelvic floor. So we just squeeze your pelvic floor. Let's get a set of pelvic floor exercises in. The physios and doctors and chiropractors tell us that we should be doing these things on a daily basis. Good for maintenance as well as if there's any weaker issues down there. So good squeeze in the pelvic floor as you lift. We're now going to stay there at the top. For level 2, we're going to hover the arms for a nice big circle with the arms around, staying pushed up through our hips, keeping the hips level, and then rolling back down. And let's do that again. So level 2, we'll stay there at the top, keeping the hips level, squeeze the cushion quite firmly, and then circling around with the arm. For third level, we're going to stay at the top, hover the arms. So we're going to float the toes off the floor and then lift the heel, keep squeezing and circling the arms in and then rolling the body back to the ground. So let's do that again. Tucking the tailbone under, holding the hips there at the top, hovering the arm, floating both sets of toes up, squeezing the cushion, floating up through the heel, circling the arm in, flattening the feet and rolling back down. So choose your level. We're going to do it twice more. Curling up, squeezing the cushion, bring the arms, bring in those toes if you like, keep squeezing the cushion, switching to the heels, nice circle the arm, and imprinting down bone by bone. So final one. Breathe, hovering the arms, squeezing the cushion, floating up through the toes, squeezing the cushion as we float up through the heels. So great for activation of our hamstrings, lower back muscles. Let's release. We're going to give our glutes a stretch in a yoga base foot. So you can arc your right leg forwards like this. Bring your left knee in like this towards your chest. I'm going to put it over here. So this foot we want flat on the floor. Then for the opposite element, the wrap around the knee. And then this backhand here, I want you to push down. Notice my forearm attached. Pushing around the way, looking behind. Feel the kind of smile for the camera. The front foot is flexed. Deep breath. Knee in. Round the way with the hands behind. Breathe. Alrighty, so you release into that motion, or tougher option, this front leg that's straight is going to bend underneath. We're going to park the heel just here underneath the bottom, and then right here, something inside of the thigh. Again, I'm going to round away, turn, look behind, pressing the elbow into the thigh, pushing the ground away, lengthening through the crown of the head. Breathe. Alright, let's release. So if we give our legs a little shake out, untie the knot, left leg forward, bring this knee in and over. That's it. So bring the foot quite close in, wrap here, squeeze, and push the ground away with that back arm. Flexing the front foot, goes up, rotate. So your eye gaze is looking behind your shoulder. Squeezing the knee close into the chest. Deep breath. Definitely a stretch I practiced after my attempt to go from Cheltenham to Stroud on the weekend. Made it to Bisley, got hungry after 23k. And gals came to pick me up. There you go. Be with full on. Okay, so level 2, we're going to bring that other leg in and then wrap. Rather than wrapping, we're going to bring the elbow here just on the other side and really elongate up through your spine. Look round away, turn, look behind. Breathe. So nice little stretch around stiff sacroiliac joints, glutes, just to get it where it needs it on these. Alrighty, let's rest off, and we're gonna do some arm work next. So on the steps, aka the old bingo wings. So we're gonna have our fingertips pointing forwards, and we're gonna roll our shoulders back. You straighten your arms, so you're sort of just pushing the ground away to begin with. Chest is lifted, and then release. So we're gonna bend and then straighten out. Lifting the chest. Level 2, we add some lift through our bottom. We're going to squeeze our knees again like we did when we were in the shoulder bridge. Eye gaze up to the ceiling and then lower. So it can be tricky if you've got any neck or shoulder issues. So find the level that works for you. Just a small lift is fine, but over time building up to getting the knees, the hips, the chest in line, and really work at fully straightening the arms before you come up. And then for more advanced over time, we add more extension through the legs. Breathing in, lifting, breathing out and lowering. We're just going to do that twice more. Get quite tough on the old arms and chest and shoulders. So good for opening out muscles around the front of the shoulder. Final one. Alrighty, let's come up to standing, and we're going to move into a yoga stretch. Would you like a drink? I'm going to get some water. Let's keep it up. Okay. Can you take your feet wide on your mat? Sort the camera out. Oh, there we are. Okay. So, if you can open your feet, pointing forwards for a moment. I just want you to push outwards towards your little toe side to lift your arches in your feet. So you should feel a bit of a stretch on the outside of your ankle. And then let your toes sort of roll back in. You're now in over your big toes. And again, push out to your little toe side. Feel the stretch with the outer ankle. And then over the side, we're going to turn the toes out. And we're going to still keep that lift in the arm. Over here, we're angling in at 45. And we're also still going to get that lift in the arch. So we're pushing to the outside of the little toe edge. Think of the lift out from the edge. Bring this hand either down to your shin to support your body, or if you feel strong in your core and your sides and back, and maybe taking that hand away, turning this top hand out, stacking your shoulders one above the other. Try not to rotate this shoulder, rub it back and down. Eye gaze turned up. Breathe. And then from here, we can bend the knee. Think down. Warrior pose. So, bending the leg, beautiful power pose today. Imagine that. Absolutely outside of your trousers. Power pants on. Shoulders down. Breathe in through your nose and out through your back. Let's release, straightening that leg and then turning again our toes forwards. Again, getting that lift again from the arm. And out over here. And in that lift in the arches and the lift into the edge. Pulling the shoulders down, turning the eye gaze up. Breathe deeply. Bending the knee, shifting each of strong warrior pose. Again, palms on, shoulders pulled down. You might repeat something, a powerful phrase in your head just to kind of do an internal power up. Something like, I have the power. She-Ra. Something like that. Oh no, that was Eve. Okay, let's release. And let's come back. Our toes turn forwards. We're going to open through our inner thighs, our hamstrings as we allow our head just to drop. Have a look at the world from a different view. Hang loose with the head. Breathe. Bring your hands towards the middle of your feet. Can you go wider? Just explore the stretch if that feels appropriate for you. And then if you can come and sit down, you're going to stay in our wide leg position. Toes. What can you get hold of? Right. See around. Is it your ankle? Is it your shin? Flex the foot. Find what feels doable, and then bringing this arm over by your ear. So pointing to the lengthening up, point it down over here. Find your level, holding for a few seconds, in up, toes, and out. Hold of what is holdable. If that feels appropriate. Ear down. Inhaling underneath. One. All right. Let's give up. Okay. We're going to get out. Work. Drink. Now's a good time. Grab some. Okay. I want you to point your toes. Bring your feet close in. And we're going to bring our thumbs back towards the ground. Now, as you do it, I want you to draw your belly button muscle in so that you're imprinting your back. And then circle your arms. So we're going to rise up through the feet like this. And then see if you can simultaneously tap the toes on the floor with the thumbs. And then we circle back in. Simultaneously tapping toes and thumbs. And then circle. Level 2, we start to explore the core by moving the feet a bit further away. Now try not to let your back go into overarch. Keep sort of from your belly button, your bikini line, hold in to keep the lower abdominal muscles switched on. Now naturally, if we're not practicing consciously, what will happen is when it gets into those weaker little points of the core, our movement will naturally speed up. It's our body's way of trying to get through a tricky situation as fast as possible. Natural, right? But what I want you to do is to actually just slow it down where you might get a bit shaky and just be curious about that. Over time, you can work towards a straighter leg. Just going to do that a couple more times. In some ways, the slower the better with this one. So final one. And then from here, we're going to roll. Separating the hands just slightly wider than the shoulder. We're going to pull the shoulder blades down away from our ears. Chin up, squeezing glutes through your toes. So there's activation throughout the leg and down. Bring the pubic bone into the ground, weighting your hips down as you lift the glutes, reaching into your toes, back down. Inhaling on the left. Squeeze through the bottom of our backs. Extra feels. Feels appropriate at the back. Today, more height. And if you can do that twice and 4. So final one. And from here, we're going to switch into a groin stretch. So if you can open your knees, my knees are actually off the edges of the mat with the toes touched together. Into a plank elbow position like this, your upper body, and just pushing the bottom back towards the heels like this and allowing your back to arch slightly. Breathe. Which is where you feel the stretch. Breathe. breathe and let your belly hang loose. Alrighty, so bringing the knees together. Jump through and come to a seated position. Now you might find it's tricky to get up and down off the floor. Pulling a band like this under your feet is helpful to get you up and down. Level 1 option, level 2, we'll do it here. Hands touching the back of the head on the ground. Back stronger enough. Bring the arms back by the ears. Back. Bring the feet in. Sure that you can do it smoothly without too much jerking action. Inhaling on the way down. Exhaling. Arms gaze up towards the ceiling will help to align the head. You've got 4 more of those to go. Let's keep it going. Last couple. Final. You can lay down onto your back, interlacing fingers but turning outwards, pointing through the toes, and allow your back to arch. Breathe and let your belly fill with air. Exhaling for as long as you can. As you breathe in, imagine you're attracting positive, healthy energy. And do that one more time. Filling up your cells. Okay, good job. Can you bring one knee in like this? And we're going to hook our hands just underneath and we'll lift ourselves up and bring back on feet. Notice now my hands are placed here down the side of the body. The thumbs are attached to the floor, but the pinky is waving in the air. And I want you to really weight your hip bones down and your pubic bone. We're going to pull the belly button muscle away from the ground as we lift our chest, 2, 3, and then lower. And let's do that again. So we're going to lift our chest, squeeze our shoulders, 2, 3, and then lower. So level 1, just lifting the upper body. Level 2, adding more height through the arms. We're going to squeeze and hold for a few seconds and then come back down. So working through the posture in the upper back, backs of the arms again, and then coming back down. For 3rd level, we're going to also float the legs off the ground, see if we can keep the heels touched together. Now, it can be quite intensive in the lower back muscles, so make sure you've got a strong, happy back if you're adding in that 3rd layer today. So we're going to do that 4 more times. Inhaling on the lift. And exhaling on the lower. So last couple. And if you could meet me in the child pose, knees open, sitting back, and opening the arms. Wriggling the fingers forwards, pressing the palms down. Breathe. Then we're going to move into perineal stretch, known as pigeon pose in yoga. So we're going to heel into the groin area like this. And the other leg is straight down the middle of the mat. We'll do this one in stages. This should be useful for you, Liz, for around the sacroiliac as well. So if we angle this front knee now 45 degrees, so it's off on an angle. We'll nudge that knee out, and then we're going to shift our bottom over towards that side. That's it. And then taking the fingers forwards, and watch where my back leg goes. So this one's going to wriggle across towards this edge of the mat as well. I'm going to try and shift your body weight towards your right hip. Your chest relax onto your front leg. Kind of have the pressure off the knee, so the pressure is rolled out to the side of the thigh and the side of the hip. Breathe in. As we breathe out, ask those muscles to soften and let go of any grip. And again, softening, loosening the grip. Alrighty, let's release. Give that a go on the other side. So, started with our knee down the middle of the mat, heel in the groin. So again, angling off at 45 degrees. That's it. And then we shift the body weight over towards this side. So think of your body weight coming down this way, wriggling the back foot behind. And then onto tippy fingers, like toe fingers. Arms are hovered. Shift your body weight over, inhaling through your nose. Your chest rests on that front thigh, exhaling and loosening the grip. Softening the body weight over towards the left. Letting go and the grip around that hip. Alrighty, so from here, we're going to find a stick. Good. We've started. Have some more water if you need some. We're nearly there. Use our stick onto our elevator scapular muscles, and muscles which elevate our shoulder blades. We're going to walk our hands towards each other, grip and pull. Also helps to stretch the tricep over on this side. So see if you can nudge that elbow up towards the ceiling, but in towards the ear. Then pull like you're trying to pull the stick apart. We're going to turn, look down behind the shoulder. Let your tailbone hang. Breathe. And let's release. You can walk your hands a little closer together. Grip and pull. You're trying to pull the stick apart. You can use a towel or a jumper as well. Breathe. And just doing that one more time. As you pull, turn the head, look down over the shoulder. Deep breath. Alrighty, so we can go on the other side. So useful to notice where our strengths and our weaknesses are with this one. With this side compared to the other side as you pull. Release, and let's do that again. Pull, turn the head. I'm going to do that one more time. So grip and pull, turn, breathe. Let's release off. Down. can place your hands on top of your belly, one hand above your belly button, one hand below. I want you to feel for which hand is rising the most as you breathe in and out. You should make the breath go deeper so that your top hand rises, followed by your bottom hand rising more. And then exhaling fully out. And do that again. So let your top hand rise, filling up into your bottom hand. And a long exhale. Let's do that one more time, filling fully up into the hands. And just let your arms hang loose at the side of your body. Noticing the sounds around you. You need to open your teeth and actually take your teeth really quite wide, so you sort of do a raw face, stretching your jaw, and then release. And do that again. So open your teeth, open your mouth nice and wide. Give your jaw a stretch and then release. Do that one more time, opening wide. And then release. And I'd like you to scrunch your eyes up. So you scrunch your eyes and make a bit of a face. And then release and soften all the little muscles around the sockets. And do that again. So scrunch the eyes, purse the lips, make a bit of a face. And then soften and relax all those little facial muscles. And do that one more time. Scrunch. And soften and let go. Ready, if you can open your eyes, just notice the edges of your vision. Bring your attention back into the room. We're going to pushing off the little standing stretch from chest. So if you can interlace your fingers here behind you. And then if you can roll your shoulder back, so you're squeezing your blades, and then really straighten your arms and apply lifting your arms. So lifting them up and back behind you. Deep breath. And then notice which finger is overlaced over which. And I just want you to move on one finger. Fruit. Again, squeeze the shoulders, lift the arms, breathe. Alrighty, so now you're ready. You can unmute, check in, buttons. So the share of the sound. Well, how about you?